Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have my what I've been warming and it's pretty full, but I do have a couple bricks in here because it's Brick Monday. So that is taking up a lot of room, I will say, but I do want to start with the non-wax items because I have a decent amount. So let's just start with this one on the top. I just today put in the work bathroom a new fragrance flower, and I put in iridescent pearl. This is like I don't even know if this is the older style, but sometimes they say it on the front. This one just says it on the bottom. It was the Dahlia Darling. I put it in today right when I got there. So by the end of the day, it was definitely starting to like ramp up. I'll be curious to see what it's like tomorrow. But I took out Amazon Rain. It was like barely at the end. I might be trying to get out. It was like very shallow at the end. I have it just at my work desk because the flower is generally like still wet when the oil is all sucked up. So I didn't want to transport it quite yet in my car. Maybe in like a couple days when it's like a little bit dried out. It takes quite a while for the flower to dry out, but I just want to like give it some time to chill before it like, tips over my car or something. So that one and this one, I actually wrote the date on the bottom of the sticker on the fragrance flower so I knew like how long they were lasting. And I think I put that one in. I'll know for sure next week. I got some on my phone. I'll know for sure next week if I bring it and talk about it in this video. But I think I put it in there like February 16th. I want to say that was the day. So it lasted like over 2 months. But we did change work bathrooms, so I feel like it's in a different environment. The air doesn't like blow on it as much, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't get as much airflow, so I feel like it's slowing down how fast they go versus in the past. So iridescent pearl, love this. I feel like the fragrance flower performs way better than the wax. I am going to retest the wax, but I do feel like the fragrance flower really performs. Finished up some pods in Bonfire Beach. I brought these with when we went on vacation to Mexico last month, a month and a half ago now. Geez, I guess it's already May. So I brought this with then. I brought a couple scents, but I actually only ended up using Bonfire Beach. So it kind of reminds me of when we went there. I also used these on our last vacation, which is funny. I just kind of like, they make me feel vacation-y, I guess. So I like using them when we go on vacation. But yeah, Bonfire Beach, I used them mostly there, and then I just finished them up here in my air purifier at home, and then lastly in my wall plug-in in the bathroom, just because it's the smallest space, but it wasn't scenting that anymore, so I moved on. Speaking of pods, I have Welcome Home going in the air purifier in the open concept. It's really not that strong anymore. At first, when I was using it at work in the air purifier, it was really nice. I feel like I don't get a good take of a scent from Welcome Home, but my boss came out and was like, it kind of smells like we're making donuts or someone has donuts or something, like cinnamon sugar donuts. So FYI, he wasn't like offended. He was just like, do you have donuts? And I was like, he's like, is that like your scent stuff, So FYI, if you're like, what does Welcome Home smell like? He thought it smelled like cinnamon sugar donuts. And then I also took out, this was in the master bathroom as well. This was in there for quite a while. It was Pink Sugarberry Mint. And we'll talk a little bit more about Pink Sugarberry Mint in a second because I warmed it as well. I put in Clean Breeze scent pack in the on the hook underneath the kitchen sink because I haven't had anything in there for quite a while. And not that it was getting like overly musty, but I just feel like it needed something, and I didn't want to put in a scent circle just because I had them, and I didn't have a Clean Breeze, but I didn't want to just like put a random one in just because when I knew I had this scent pack in Clean Breeze. I feel like the scent pack is gonna last forever in Clean Breeze, but we will see. I need to also watch Patricia's April Empties where they talk about the travel tins. I know that was like the wrap up of the challenge because I do have the Clean Breeze travel tin in my utility closet, which is where we keep like Jen's food and stuff. I have it on a shelf we have in there, so all the way in the back. And it's actually doing like decent. It's not like scenting the whole entire utility closet, but when you go back to the food station where it would normally smell like her food, I can get the clean breeze. Like it smells very, very fresh over there. So I'm pleasantly surprised with how it's doing. Like shockingly, because I tried it in the laundry room, like kind of where the vent blew. Like we have a little shelf and the vent kind of blows in that general direction. It didn't do anything there. And then I also tried it under the sink and it didn't do anything there as well. So the closet might be the location. I have this sugar cookie one, which I'm going to hopefully try to use in my car when it gets warmer. That is the goal. I finished up a Scentsy Fresh in Clothesline, which I'm like low-key happy about because I have moved on to Amazon Rain and Hibiscus Pineapple. Hibiscus Pineapple is no longer available. That was a limited time offer and it is now gone. Amazon Rain is really, really nice. Clothesline is just so laundry. Like I'm not really a Clothesline fan. I think I'd rather get Clean Breeze. Just saying. But Clothesline, if you like laundry scents, this one's really good. It's just so incredibly strong. It was really nice for the bedroom, like refreshing the sheets because it literally smelled like we had just done the laundry. It's just a little bit too intense for me. So I think I would personally, if I got a laundry scent again, I have Lavender Cotton, which to me isn't like a straight up laundry scent because it has the lavender in it. I feel like it gives a little bit of a different vibe, but if I was going for straight up laundry scent again in Scentsy Fresh, I'd probably get Clean Breeze because I prefer that scent personally. I will say Amazon Rain and even the Hibiscus Pineapple, even though it's not available, but I feel like both of those are not as intense. Like it's not like you just are melting wax like fresh. It's just like a nice background hint of freshness. So I feel like they're really nice and not overpowering. Like if you just sprayed them quick, like 10 minutes before your guest came on the couches and stuff, I feel like it would just be like really fresh in the air. So this one, however, when I would do it in the bedroom, I was like, it was like choking me out. It was so intense. But I'm not like the biggest fan of that scent to begin with. It came in a whiff box. Corey really likes that scent. So it's just really strong. I'm warning you. Went through and filled up my items. I have more crap on my phone. I went through and filled up like my little bins. Like I have these little like candle holder type things that I just like put cotton cleanups in. This one actually has oils in it, Scentsy oils. But I have ones that are like that I put cotton cleanups in. So I emptied out another pack and I'm trying to get better about using these because I have plenty. I don't need to worry about them running out anytime soon. Like, you know, I was kind of on a panic there. Like, we're not going to be able to get any more. They're out of stock, but they're back in stock. They look like they're going to stay. So, trying to get better about using them. Okay. I finished up, this is the last non-wax item. I actually finished up a oil mini, speaking of oils, in Seaside Lily. So, this is actually available in the catalog. And so let me read you the description because I have my catalog right here. I was prepared. Okay, this is in the calming section, which is kind of funny because I don't feel like it gives me that calming of vibes. I think I honestly, generally this doesn't happen, but I think I like it better in the bottle, like more intense like this, than I like it in the air. Okay, it's water lily, coconut water, and seaside breeze. I feel like in the bottle, I get a lot of the seaside breeze and the coconut water. I don't know if I get a lot of that. I mean, I get the floral. I don't know if I get more of the seaside breeze in a bad way when it's like going with the water. It just seems almost like it's just not quite what I want. It's very aquatic smelling. And these little guys are the size of ones that you would get if you got like a oil 3-pack bundle, or as consultants, we can get a little kit in the consultant store to test the oils, and they're these little guys. So that's why he's a baby. This is not a full-size oil. This is only a third of what a full-size oil would be. So they're nice to test. And I find oils are one thing I like really need to start working on. So I was very pleasantly surprised when I was like dumping this one upside down and nothing more was coming out of it. And I was like, I finished it up. I had like 3 drops left. So I was really excited. But that one, this is the second year it's been available in the spring, summer. I'm fairly positive. And like I said, I think I just like it better in the bottle because it's very aquatic to me. So if you like aquatic scents, I think it'd be up your alley. Those aren't necessarily my favorite. So I think that's why I'm like not a huge fan necessarily. Okay, I did a lot of mixing because like I have a really decent amount of bars, which you can't see. And I think I was like really good about changing my wax this week for the most part. So I'm excited. And even Corey changed the wax. So I think that helped too. So let's start with, I think first off, I did pink Sugarberry Mint, which I had talked about in the pods. I did this one in the office, like kind of all throughout the upstairs. This one is from my kit last year. So it's from February of 2021 last year. So I do want to mark off my catalog too. I'm trying to do this like challenge where I warm through the scents I've never worn before, like keep track of what I've worn through this catalog so I know what I need to like test. So I'm gonna go through my catalog here. But Pink Sugarberry Mint, this is from last February. This is when it like was originally released as a scent of the month. I really loved it. Then I went through this period where I was like, you know, I don't think I'm actually a fan of this, which is like kind of when it went away, when the catalog transitioned. And so it went away because it was a scent of the month. It was the limited time offer. And then it came back and I was like, you know, I think I remember like when we last touched base, me and Pink Sugarberry Mint, I wasn't the biggest fan. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to test it. I'm going to try one because I have these bars for my kit and they're getting older. So they've sat for like a good year and a couple months. I mean, it's May 2nd. So I actually really enjoyed it this last go around. I really, really did. And even like smelling in the clam right now, I feel like I remember smelling it. It was better than what I smell right here in the clam. The notes are raspberry, sugar, and peppermint. I will say, this is not minty. If I had to give it like if I had to say there was mint in there, it's kind of like, honestly, not even, it's like the mint in a mojito, but like not even that minty. Like it's so subtle and it's not even like so subtle where it's giving it a coolness. It's like it's barely there. If it's there at all, honestly. I don't know. And I was watching Rachel Jones, and the funniest thing, I was watching her video this morning and she just happened to mention Pink Sugarberry Mint and like letting it sit and cure, and she thought the longer it sat, she felt like she got more of that mint coming out of it, and maybe that's why I ended up liking it so much. But I definitely liked it this go around. I don't know if it's just like how I used it, where I used it in the combo of warmers or something, but I enjoyed it a lot more than I remembered enjoying it in the past. So I'm excited now to use up some of the bars for my kit, and it also is available so I can test it more. So I did also like it in the pods, but I kind of wanted to like explain my story with the wax bar. Okay, let's go over some bedroom items. So I tested I had 4 cubes of Thunderstorm and I put it in the laundry room, Jemmy's bathroom, and then 2 cubes in the master bath. And I had to take it out. I was not a fan. It reminds me of like Rose Girls has these scents where it's like rain, and it just reminds me of that. It's like a lot of floral, but also, I don't know, I don't want to say dirty. Like some people really like this, but it literally, I did it on a day where it was like raining, so I thought it would be like kind of fitting, but it literally made me think of like how it would smell outside, but it smelled like dirty kind of. It just was like not my vibe whatsoever. I sampled out the 4 cubes to begin with, so I only had 4 left, And honestly, I should have asked somebody if they wanted this because they probably would have used it or like gotten more love out of it than I gave it. I let it go for a little bit and I was just like, no, I don't like this. So sorry. But anyway. Okay, and then I have the Mother's Day bars. So I finished up my bar of whipped vanilla lavender. I should look up the scent notes on this. I'm pretty sure it's like whipped vanilla, lavender, and coconut milk. I'm pretty sure that's the exact notes, but we will verify. The whipped vanilla lavender Mother's Day fragrance flower is sold out. Wow. Oh my. Okay, coconut milk, whipped vanilla, soothed by English lavender. I like this one. I think honestly I like it better in the wax than in the pods. The pods are pretty herbal in my opinion. Like, they're not pretty herbal, they're more herbal lavender than the wax. I feel like there's definitely way more herbally lavender pods likely. Even like Lavender Cotton is probably a lot more intense than that one. But it's not as smooth as the wax bar. So I actually do really like the wax. I will say these are pretty light, but I know Robin said they were poured maybe like mid-March. So that's really not that long if you think about how long some of these scents sit. I mean, I let the pink Sugarberry mint sit for a year and 2 months. Like that's a pretty long time compared to how long these were poured, and like it performed awesome. So I did pick up another bar of each of the ones from the Mother's Day, and I have them popped in my club just until I know more. Like, I don't want to make a final decision. I really like them, but they're just both really light right now. So I want to continue to test them, but I really like the scents. I think the whipped vanilla lavender will be awesome in the body care, just because it's like a light, like soothing lavender, not like super herbal. I think it'll be nice in the body care. And even if it's lighter, like I just think it'll add to the experience and won't be like overwhelming lavender. And then let's go to the other Mother's Day bar, which is the Sparkling Magnolia. I actually have 2 cubes left of this because I tested it in the bedroom, these 2, and then I did 3 in the bedroom again. And then I was really struggling with performance. And so I was like, I love this scent. I need it to work for me. Where can I take it? If I ever have a scent that like I can't get it to perform for crap, I take it to work because some reason every scent that doesn't perform in my home does really well at my work. So I ended up taking this one. I was like, it's light. I feel like it's really not offensive because you can almost barely smell it. So I was like, I gotta take it there and test it out. So I tried out this little cube. I have there my Southern Hospitality full-size warmer. So like it's the perfect situation because it's only 8 watts and it has a lid. So like it's very much controlled. I wouldn't do a powerhouse scent there or like a very controversial like floral, though I've done Luna, but I wouldn't do, you know, like lilacs and violets, even though it's in such like a controlled lid with only 8 watts. I still try to do things that are like generally acceptable. And I've had no complaints so far. So I tried this one, which the notes are not accurate to me. They're bouquet of violet and magnolia petals brightened by a spritz of sparkling citrus. You guys know my opinion on this. I think this smells like a combination of the women's and men's Abercrombie scents, like blended together. That's just my opinion. Like, I really feel that every time I get a whiff of it, I'm like, wow, I'm an Abercrombie. Like, I just absolutely love the scent. So I think that's why I wanted to make this work so bad, is because I'm so obsessed with the scent of it. Like, I'm really a fan. And it did really well at my work. Like, I got whiffs of it all day long. I think the part that was really bothering me about the bedroom was I had it going in the warmer, but it was only like when you walked in the room, you got the whiff. versus at my desk. I felt like it was like all day, like kind of just like, you know, randomly I would get like whiffs of it and I was like, yes. So worst case, I'll try these two back at work again. I may try them in the bedroom again. I don't know for sure. I may just bring them to work. But I do have this one, like I said, popped into my club. Just until I make a final decision about it. I think I'm like way more obsessed with this one than the whipped vanilla lavender. Like, I know that for sure. So because of that, I actually ended up getting the Sparkling Magnolia fragrance flower because if it's like iridescent pearl, even though the wax might be like not the best, the fragrance flower is usually like a bomb performer. So I'm hoping that's the case with the Sparkling Magnolia. If that came in body care, that would be fire. I have the pods. I only got one pack and I feel like they're gonna be so light. Like I'm doing Honeymoon Hideaway pods right now, which are almost non-existent, but also like the wax is really light in Honeymoon Hideaway. So like, what could you really expect? Okay. Let's talk about last Monday because I never talked about my brick. So this is actually Brick Monday from like last week. It is skinny dipping is what I did. I had 2 brick cubes. This is in the fruity section. Skinny. Oh, is it not? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, it is. It's in the fruity section. It says fresh green apples perfectly harmonized with refreshing melons and juicy pears. Honestly, it just smells like a big combination of fruit. But better. Like it kind of smells like a fruit tray with that like creamy like dip they put in there. Like the sweetness of that. It smells like that all together. It's really, really nice and having a brick. So if you are unfamiliar with what this is, this giant piece of wax, this is a brick compared to a bar. You can get these through Scentsy Club, which is where I got this one. And I like to cash in my half price items through Scentsy Club for these bricks because that makes them $12. And it's almost 6 bars of wax for $12 if you get them half price. So I love this one and I'm really glad I ended up getting that in a brick. It is very nice. And I feel like it's not too summery. Like we're kind of in this weird, like it's kind of winter, but it's kind of spring. And then some days it's like really, really nice, like almost summer. It's perfect for this time of year. Like it's not too summery yet. Okay, let's talk about the other items before we get to today's Brick Monday. So I did a combo of, I had 4 cubes left in both of these from when I had mixed them previously. It is Vanilla Bean Buttercream and Plumaria Peach. So Vanilla Bean Buttercream is literally what it sounds like. The notes are buttercream frosting, cane sugar, and vanilla extract. That is what Scentsy says. It's like a super sweet vanilla scent. Plumaria Peach is in the fruity category, which is kind of funny because it's kind of floral, kind of fruity. It says ripe pineapple and luscious peach blend sweetly over a bed of blooming plumeria. To me, this is like super intense, almost overwhelming peach with a bit of floral. I don't get pineapple. I mixed these two together on kind of a recommendation from Lauren, one of my customers. Originally, Lauren suggested I mix this with sugar cookie, but I didn't have sugar cookie at the time, so I subbed in vanilla bean buttercream. Originally, I did the living space, all the warmers like on this section of the open concept in Plumeria Peach, and then all like the kitchen warmers on the other side of the open concept in vanilla bean buttercream. It was fine, but it was not exactly what I wanted. I also feared if I did 1 cube to 1 cube, like 1 cube of this with 1 cube of this in the same warmer, it would just like futz out. Like sometimes when you mix a vanilla or something sweet with something that's like super intense, it just like kills both scents. So I didn't want to risk it and do that. So I was like, well, when I melt it next with the like 4 cubes of each bar remaining, I just did alternating warmers and it was amazing. It was So good. I actually did the Plumaria peach on kind of like the outside perimeter, and like, oh, I don't know how to describe this. So like right off the open concept is Jemmy's bathroom, which is where her like litter box is. I did a cube in there. I did a cube in the laundry room, which is right off of the open concept with just like a sliding door, and I just left it open. So I did those two Plumeria peach, and then a warmer like right in the middle of the open concept, I did Plumeria peach. And then like the warmers around like in the kitchen, and then the other side of the open concept, I did vanilla bean buttercream. So it was kind of alternating, but like the Plumeria peach was kind of like on the outside, and the vanilla bean buttercream was kind of on the inside. And it was amazing. Like I remember multiple times being like, this is such a good mix. Like I would do this again. So thank you, Lauren. If I have to recommend this mix, just do it in alternating warmers, and it's amazing. So I 100% recommend. Yeah, and these are both available right now. Sugar Cookie is not. I honestly think I liked the vanilla bean buttercream a little bit better than I would have Sugar Cookie, just because it doesn't have that like buttery bakery note. 100% would recommend, especially like I'm not a fan of Plumeria peach, so that made it really good. And I have a couple more bars for my kit, so I'll gladly mix them that way. And then so we had a few nice days, so I did like the skinny dipping and that combo, and then we had a couple crappy days. So I ended up mixing banana nut bread and Bananarama. So I have banana nut bread in my club. I only had 3 cubes left of Bananarama, so I kind of just like put it in a few extra. I don't know that it did a ton, like it probably just ramped up the banana a slight amount, but I have no more of this. So going forward, we will be on the banana nut bread train only, because I don't have any more Bananarama to mix in. But this is just so good. It literally smells like banana nut bread. It was amazing. It was just so cozy because it was like a rainy, crappy day. We kind of had like a few of those right in a row, so it was really nice on that day. And then I did another mix. I finished these off with Corey's help. He actually finished some off as well. We did Strawberry Swirl and Birthday Wishes. Alternating warmers is the way to go for these two. It was amazing. And I do believe somebody's video I was just watching talked about mixing sugared strawberry and Birthday Wishes. I'm gonna try that next probably. So Strawberry Swirl is like a strawberry milkshake scent, which I love. I love it on its own. It's really, really good. But I wanted a like strawberry pound cake. I'm still looking for the perfect like strawberry pound cake concoction. So I mixed in Birthday Wishes because I have this in my club. I also have Strawberry Swirl in my club. But I have Birthday Wishes in my club. I have it in all of the clubs because I love this scent. It's just birthday cake. Like it's straight up birthday cake. And so I figured maybe I could mix these two together and it would do okay. The first time I put them 1 cube to 1 cube in the same warmer, totally killed the scent, totally futzed out. Then I had Corey try alternating warmers, and then in these 2 warmers, I did like 1 cube and 1 cube, and it was really, really nice. So I have to imagine if I had more than just 1 cube of each scent, it would be amazing. I think I have a full bar of Strawberry Swirl, so I could give that a try. And then yesterday, I was pulling out the bars for my club that I wanted to test, and so I decided to pop in Vitamin M Meditate. So I'm testing this one because I was deciding if I wanted it in my club or not. This is it's like lavender, and I think they say it has like nutmeg in it or something. Kind of funny, but I was just like in the mood to put it in the open concept. It's probably more so a bedroom type of scent, but I just wanted to test it out. And I felt like in the bedroom it was fairly strong, so I felt confident like I could put it in the open concept. It like still blew me out of the water, and so I was like, you know what? I really don't love this as much as I thought I did. Like I think I wanted to like it a lot, so I ended up getting the boot because I just like wasn't the biggest fan of it. Yeah, I ended up turning some warmers off, and I'm like, that's a sign that I just need to let it go. Like it's not happening. So that was yesterday. And then I was like, you know what? I'm really excited to have Brick Monday today because I'm excited to change the wax. I literally almost forgot it was Brick Monday until I went to go pick out what I was going to warm. And I was like, it's Monday, I have to do a brick. So I ended up doing a combo of 2 bricks. I ended up doing vanilla bean buttercream, which isn't like, it doesn't have that much work. A cube and a half, but we'll take it. And then I mixed it with salted caramel toffee. I am mixing it because this is actually going right now in the open concept. So this has 3 cubes and 3/4 of a cube. So working on these a little bit. These are both bakery scents. It's kind of crappy here today, like not really rainy, but just like cold and windy. So I was like, these will be perfect. Just a little bit of a like cozy vibe. So this is from February. As you can see, I try to date everything. This is only from August, but since this one's from February, I really do want to get a move on it. But sometimes it's hard to just like warm this on its own, and also chopping it was kind of a nightmare. So I cut these into 4ths. Sometimes I only cut them into halves, but the bakery ones, because I do like to mix them, I did them in 4ths. So this one went a lot better. And I did these in alternating warmers. I just did one little sliver. This is actually 2. I just did like one little corner in alternating warmers in the open concept. So it smells very cozy in there with those going on. So that is everything that I have been getting through. Hopefully I'm probably going to try and like organize my oil so I can start to get like a game plan on how I want to use those up next, because using this one up got me super motivated. So hopefully I'll have more of those to share with you going forward. And then I'm gonna attempt to remember my like half-used bars instead of just my empties, because I want to talk about those too. So thank you guys so much for watching. My info will be down in the description bar below if you want to check that out. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.